Oh, the thing on his head. It's hard to see. Like, I get that there's like a little stick and one of his limbs is shorter, but like when your hand is just a stump at the end of your arm, regardless of length, it's kind of hard to appreciate that you lost a hand, dude. I'm just saying. Hey, hey there, Goji. All right.
Come on.
All right. Hey, Ms. Wicked Wolf.
Takalambaya.
Yeah, if I get to that at all, Ms. Wicked Wolf, it won't be until the weekend. Well, I'm glad you had some time today. Always nice to have folks turn up. Especially if I haven't seen you for a while. Live in a logging town and just had to follow to fully loaded logging truck to final destination. Yeah, living in Vermont, you see those, I don't want to say reliably, but they're not an uncommon sight. What is this? Oh, it's a boneyard. That makes sense. I've seen that on the map before. Or if I have, I haven't gone to it. Getting caught up on the podcast. What I can get sounds like you're ready for the show to be over. Honestly, like I kind of am. Like I'm happy to keep going with it because I love Jessie and I like talking to Jessie, and like she's not giving me crap over kind of being over a lot of aspects of the show. But the truth is that unless something truly incredible happens in the last stretch of season 3, if I'd been watching it at the time, this is where I would have bailed. Like that's just the reality of how I feel about it at this point. And it's not because there's nothing good. It's that there isn't enough good for me to put up with all of the nonsense. All right. Gotcha. No green apples. I have a bunch of sick people in my cult that I need to now deal with. Shelter is collapsed. Damn it. Okay, so hold on. Repair that. Let's start with that. Alright, where's the sick ones? Okay, good. You're in bed rest. Good. Where's the other ones? You're in bed rest. You're in... Okay. Looks like everybody's in bed rest. Which is good. I think so, anyways. Is there anybody working who's sick? Oh, yes, I can take a photo. In a little bit. Now, let's see. I've got 5 sick. That's 1, that's 2. That's 3, that's 4, that's 5. Okay, good. Good. Everybody's on bed rest. Excellent. Good, 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 good. Okay. Alright, let's... Hold on. Let's do some inspiring. Let's see. toward the other one? No. I can't. That'll do. Okay. What is this again? Oh, the morgue. Right. If they die while I'm away. Okay. Nonsense like we're on a morning to over-sexualize everyone. Yeah, I see where you're coming from there. Like, the breaking point for me really was Deanna. Like, and like we just started episode and she's just in bed with Baltar. It's like, why? What for? Oh. Because, like, the thing was, it's not like the, it's not like how Six and Head Six have been handled was above reproach prior to that. It wasn't. But, at the very least, especially with Head Six, there was some justification for it, because it honestly said a lot about Baltar, that's how a woman in his head behaved. But, like, there was, like, Deanna, what the hell? There was no reason for that. Infuriating. That's just some inspiring me when I wake up. Yeah. Good gig if you can pull it off. Ritualistic fight pit. For which I don't know. So you can gain dirty faith. I'd rather do that one. Hey folks, by the way. Hey Trista, hey. Scuzzbopper, hey Starbush, hey Ashley. Alright. Cool. Nice. Can I do another doctrine right away? No, that has a cooldown. Rituals. Rituals. Alright, we're gonna do this. I'm gonna clear out one of the older followers. Go! I like that since I got the belief in sacrifice trait, like they smile now. That's so dark and messed up. New relics will appear. Crusades, maybe? What is all this? Sword. Oh, it's specific masteries. Oh. Yeah, that's a lot to specialize in. I don't know if I want to bother with that. Merciless weapons. Alright, why don't let's start with this. Good job, everybody. Why don't we do this while we're here, see what it looks like. Oh, they get married to me. Oh. Thought I had them marry each other. Interesting. You can marry as many followers as you like. It's your cult after all, naturally. However, your spouses will become increasingly jealous every time you remarry. Ah. Interesting. Interesting. The lovers. Mr. Lover, lover. We gotta do some cooking. What we got? Yeah. No. Yeah. There's an achievement for serving that, so maybe at some point when I don't already have a bunch of my followers on bed rest. I gotta set up some more. There we go. Some more farm plots. Go, now we're talking. Oh. Okay. That. Who can I afford? I can afford to do 2 of these, so let's...
Oh.
I watched the He-Man trailer again because I didn't have an ad block on my iPad. I noticed the other emasculating thing they do is establish he works in human resources. Am I right to read that as a femme-coded field? It is. No, you are absolutely right. Human resources is one of the jobs. It's kind of like secretary. It's not technically always a woman, but like it's kind of assumed that human resources is a woman. That's generally the assumption. And in my experience, usually true. I think I only have one job where human resources was handled by a guy. Only one that I haven't upgraded. Okay. Oh, you're one of those. Right. I'll set you up away from everybody else then. Alright. Get your bed. Let's put you over here. And assign you. There you are. Oh, unavailable because you're sleeping. Can I set you at, can I set it as default? Oh, no, default's the sort by. Okay. So I can't assign him to that until he wakes up again. Oh, there you are. Now you're awake. Yeah. Oh, okay, he just went for it because it was available. Okay, fine, that's fine. As long as you're sleeping away from everybody else. Cool, 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 cool. There we go. If a man plus many women equals a harem and a woman plus many men is a reverse harem, what's a woman plus many women might need to experiment for science? Yeah, I don't think there's a specific term for that at present. Alright. Ah! Who's fighting? Where are they? Hey, you two! Back off. Damn it. Okay. Oh, why are you doing wandering about if you're sick? Bed rest, damn it. There's a whole lot of jobs that are mostly done by women because they involve people skills and they're all undervalued. I mean, I don't... I was gonna say, I don't necessarily want to go so far as to say that they involve women because it's people skills, but like, I suppose in a roundabout way it is. More like that's not a conscious decision really on anybody's part. It's just kind of what has happened and calcified over time because of existing biases. And yes, they are all undervalued. That part I agree with. All console game material gain faith when building better sleeping quarters. False on gain more faith when building a decoration building. I'm not doing a lot of decorations. I do plan to upgrade sleeping quarters once I unlock that, though. I'm tired of fixing the damn things up, so we'll preemptively go ahead and grab that. Are there any rituals that I can currently do? Ooh. Let's do that one. I love this room design, but the walls aren't there. The endless expanse. Yeah, the visual design on this game in general is quite good. Nothing raises faith like a good old fire dance. Dude, when I said bed rest, I didn't mean on the ground. Fine, whatever. Let's see. Damn it. I started bringing a lot of my high-level followers back when they died of old age. Can't let that investment go to waste. See, old age, I've been sacrificing a lot of them. I suppose I could do that. Yeah. Next one that's old, that passes away, I'll probably just go ahead and do that. Part of the reason I hadn't up to this point, and I guess you can answer this question, is their youth restored when you bring them back from the dead, or are they just, like, back at old age and you're on the clock again? Like, not knowing the answer to that was what kept me from doing it sooner. Fire Dance sounds like a Pokemon attack. Sounds like a bard spell to me. But whatever your point of reference, it's all good. Alright. Oh, I'm short of bed? Did somebody's freaking thing collapse? Yes, this one. I think youth is restored, but I can't remember for sure. Well, I'll try it next time. I'll just let one pass next time, and we'll see what happens. Let's upgrade those. Who's this? You! Frickin' dude! Alright. I've only got one sick left. Will you get some damn bed rest? Why does it say wake up? I feel like the game's mildly glitching on him right now. Screw it. All right. Last year I read a sci-fi story that was about two people crash landing on an alien planet. It's a ship, chief engineer and the captain's personal thing, and assistant, so it's like a hyper technical specialist and the person whose whole job is basically getting other people to work with each other. Yeah. Clunko and Bob. Alright, here we go. Damn it. Can I get a decent damn roll? Is this why he's ranked harder? Because the dice just fuck me? I haven't gotten anything. I've gotten a 4 once this whole damn game. There we go. Fuck. Oh, god damn it. Stop roll. I've rolled ones more than anything else. Oh, fuck you. This is bullshit, man. Bullshit. That was absolute bullshit. Cause that wasn't like. Because, like, in my mind, higher difficulty in a game of chance like this is they're better at putting whatever they get in the optimal place. Not that the dice just fuck me. That was bullshit. What the fuck? What the actual fuck? Oh, Jesus. This is some bullshit. Thank you. That might help, actually. Oh, fuck. That might help. We'll see. Jesus. Come on. Oh, these rolls are such bullshit. Fuck you. Fuck you. Nobody can win with those dice. The fuck? Yeah, let's see how you like getting a goddamn 1. God damn it. Fuck you. Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh. God, this one's fucking rigged, man. Pissing me off. Oh, what? A 2, a 2, and a 1? Are you fucking fuck off? What the fuck are these dice? Oh, eat shit! What are these fucking dice? I've rolled nothing but 2s and 1s. Oh, go to hell! The fuck is this? Oh, eat shit. The fuck, man? This is it. This is ridiculous. And just the worst way to ramp up the difficulty in a random chance game is just to rig the RNG to fuck you over. Because there is legitimately no other explanation for this. Sure, you're giving me better dice. How do 4 3s in a row for him? What the fuck is this dice? What the fuck is that? What the fuck is that? Okay, so the idea on this one is literally just fucking play and hope that one time the RNG doesn't completely fuck you over when it otherwise just does. Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay. Maybe. All right. I might actually have him. I've got him this time. Eat shit, dude. Oh. That. Oh. This better be real good. Receive 5 for one hit. That's okay. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Fine. I'll take that. Oh. Oh. Oh, I should go back to the cult and take a photo before I run out of time on that quest. Oh, god damn. That was obscene levels of bullshit. Holy cow. Okay. Hey, everybody. Smile. gonna say, go up to level 2, would you please? Thank you. Thank you very much. Okay. That's clear. Everything good over here. Yep. Grab that. Okay. Come here. Wait, poop is part of the building materials for the grand shelter? What the heck? Okay, game. Yeah, all right. It helps when you can be charming like that. Yeah, that helps. Just found a Reddit post complaining about the dice, and there's a bunch of people in comments gaslighting the poster about it. Oh, ain't that fun? Even in the most wholesome of games, like one where you run a death cult, the fans still find a way to be jerks. Like, I laugh. The thing is, this is a weirdly wholesome game, given the subject matter. Okay. Everybody's sick. No, sorry. Not everybody's sick. Everybody's healthy. Let's do that. Nope. You know what? I know there's an achievement for doing that once. So we'll do it once. There we go. Cooked a follower meat meal. Oh, that's messed up. And yet, again, messed up in a somehow oddly wholesome way. Oh, yeah. You. Faith went up but became sick. Ain't that the way of it? Bed rest for you. Okay. Let's give a sermon. Take some tithes. Many animals use poop for structure like birds' nests. That's true, Nicholas. I hadn't noticed it before and I got a kick out of it. There's also a bunch of YouTube videos complaining about the dice. Rightfully so, based off what I saw. Jesus. Nice. Very nice. What have we got left to doctrine about? Respect your elders trait. All cult members will gain respect the elders trait. Followers receive +5 faith for every elderly follower in the cult. Cult members will gain the trait good die young trait. Gain 10 plus faith if an elder sacrificed, murdered, or consumed but lose. Okay. Well, I'm gonna start letting them die of natural causes. So we're gonna do that one. And like I can still sacrifice them without a penalty. So. Yes. Fine. We'll do that later. Get over here. Thank you. Hey there, Knit. How you doing? Well, I hope. And that'll get me a level up on that. Let's see. Janitor Station 2. Virtual programs I did. Confession room. I'll take that. Deposit grass that's turned to fertilizer. Don't need that. Deposit seeds. Seed storage, fertilizer storage. Harvest totem. Speed growth. Ooh. Alright, that might be doing to branch off from the scarecrow. I'll think about that. Others have a higher likelihood. Okay. Alright, we'll consider the options next time that goes up. Do I need... Is the marriage ritual still on cooldown? Nope. I want to do that now, or Eligos. I guess I'll just do it now, get it done. Get myself a second spouse. Just woke up 10 minutes ago, grabbed a cup of coffee, saw you were on, thought I'd pop in before I ruined my day by listening to the news. Hey, the longer you can put that off, the better. For real. And yes, the game is certainly visually cute. It's thematically, like, not so cute, but that's oddly kind of its charm. Alright, let's head back in. Because I have been playing this a little off stream, so I've got 2 of the 4 big bosses that you know it's initially assigning me. I've taken out. So nice. Dang it, he got away. Yeah, that's honestly not a bad descriptor, Goji. What are you gonna do now? You made a bunch of my cults sick last time. Seems you cannot be stopped by disease or hunger, and he sends you back from death, stronger each time. I've only died once, actually. Please know it was not my idea to cast out the right ground. The other bishops were my siblings. The blame lies with them. Oh, so now you're just deflecting. Please, I beg you, spare me. Kill Shamura, but do not send me to death. Do not send me to him. You will not find my temple. I will be safe there. Yes, I will be safe. Sorry, bud. But I've got a list, and you are on it. The other day, I got into a back and forth with someone on the culture subreddit about AI art. Because unfortunately those books attract tech bros as well as leftists, I ended up arguing it doesn't actually matter if what LLMs do is genuine creativity. That's a red herring. It still involves stealing labor from human artists regardless. Well, yeah. And like, and this is why every single time I ever bring up AI, even if I'm talking about, you know, something more specific, I will always make the point, like, I'm gonna focus on this detail, but always remember, it is theft, it is removing people from work in a society where you are required to work to be able to live, and it is massively environmentally destructive. All of these things will always be true, no matter what arguments are made, and those 3 things, I would say individually, but certainly combined, absolutely should be disqualifying, regardless of anything else. Arya or the Bride type of list. Those are kind of comparable lists, aren't they, Nicholas? Ooh, that's pretty. I like that. Let's see. Hi. Thank you. The person asked, what's difference between a person doing a Van Gogh painting after studying a bunch of them and an AI doing that? I said the difference is if you want a painting in the style of Van Gogh made by a person, you have to either pay someone or put effort in yourself. So it's not depressing the value of art overall. That's not a bad point, and I agree.
Billy Boo.
Billy Boo. Want a closer look at the finest antiquities in the lands of the old faith?
Yeehaw.
Yeehaw! Oh, that's right. It's long as me ship's a-floatin', Plimbo's open for
Down.
business. If this wets your whistle, come down to me sanctuary. Plenty of fine, legally acquired goods. Har har. Smuggler's Sanctuary. You can, Nicholas. I've done it before. I just don't always remember to do it. Biddly boo. You were annoying. Ooh, let's see. Ooh, 11.6. Nice. La Capona. What is that pirate meant to be? I have no idea. Like, not everything is meant to be something, I don't think. Although the way you worded that just made me think of the song from the third Monkey Island game. A pirate I was meant to be, trim the sails and roam the seas. Ooh, nice. Cool. We're underwater. How is there a fire? Well, it seems very clear we're operating on SpongeBob rules. I'll tell you what, though. I will tell you what, Because SpongeBob, whatever, man. It's a ridiculous show. I'll tell you what kid show that did legitimately bother me on. Because my kiddo watched this, like, very briefly. They found other stuff to watch quickly. If you've ever heard of Bubble Guppies, it's basically just like a bunch of little mer kids underwater. And it's a deliberately educational show. As opposed to SpongeBob, which you can argue it has some nice lessons in it. But it's not an educational show. It's not trying to be. So, whatever. But, like, Bubble Guppies would have the characters, like, they're swimming, but they're saying, like, oh, we can't step on the grass being like seaweed in somebody's yard, but like, you're not stepping on anything, you're floating, and like there'd be a fire, and I'm like, this is an educational show, stop it. Exactly, Trista. Oh no, my house, it burned down, how did this happen? That's a good question. There's my cigar. That just raises further questions. Seconds. Nah. I'm good with what I got. Have you heard some of the covers of that, Starbush? There's a pirate-themed metal band called Ale House that does a metal cover of that song. It's great. Do what you want, because a pirate is free. You are a pirate. Like, the guitar just shreds. How does SpongeBob flip Krabby Patties and cook them when they're underwater? Yeah, I mean, like, again, I don't care about it in SpongeBob because, like, it's SpongeBob, dude. Like, he's a sponge that looks like a kitchen sponge as opposed to a sea sponge. Like, on premise alone, it's telling you up front, don't expect us to obey the laws of anything. Like, SpongeBob is working on Looney Tune physics as far as I'm concerned. But again, Bubble Guppies was explicitly educational, and I'm like, none of this makes any goddamn sense. Not that I'm saying like educational programming for kids has to be 100% accurate to everything that it shows, but like just on the fundamentals, you've got underwater characters have to behave like they're underwater. What are we trying to teach kids here? Oh, the Snorks. I forgot about the Snorks. The underwater Smurfs ripoff. Oh, I forgot about them. Oh, dang, Goji. That's... Oh, you brought me back with that one. Dang it. Magnesium can burn without oxygen. I'm pretty sure they weren't burning magnesium. Like, I would not testify to this in court, but my memory of Bubble Guppies was like, it was a campfire. Like, wood fire. I let my kid watch Old Magic School Bus because I still remember learning stuff from it. My kiddo watched the newer version of that for a little bit. Gotcha. direction SpongeBob works and Looney Tunes rules on steroids. I did know how many times my boyfriend would just pass out laughing when we partook the green stuff. Oh, I can imagine. You know, when I was watching the final season of Stranger Things, I had a thought. I bet people will say it's naive, especially other leftists. What Linda Hamilton is doing to those women, I think you'd have trouble getting, like, rank and file people in the U.S. military to be okay with that. Yep, naive is a good word for it. Like, you say rank and file, but, like, these guys were special forces. That was established. She's not dealing with, like, the enlisted people. Like, yeah. That's not, she's not working with the true rank and file. And yeah, that is naive. You can look up stuff that maybe not in the time period that this thing was set, but you can look up medical experiments done by the CIA or the military or, you know, the Department of Justice, not Justice, Department of Defense or whatever, that were messed up. They have a history of messing with people's bodies to see what happens. So yeah, naive is the word I would use. Okay. Let's see. Damn it. There we go. Okay. No, get out of my way. I just want to collect. There we go. Awesome. Huh? Oh. Oh. Oh, I got it. That's okay. Oh, I get it. Come on. There we go. Thank you. That off. That off. Got that. Let's do some inspiring. Oh, because the fire's on. That's why there's like fire in their eyes. For a second, I was like, are they gonna burn the place down? What is that? Okay. I need one other. Alright, let's make some food. Yes. 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 All right, so there's that. That. Okay. You know, I watched SpongeBob a lot as a kid, but when people talk about it, it's like I blanked out the entire show. I remember very little. I never really watched the show. I did like the first movie, I won't lie. I stopped watching Stranger Things in season 3. I made a promise that unless Will got a boyfriend in season 4 or him and Mike eventually got together, I would not continue. Now I never will. I remember one episode of SpongeBob incredibly well, but only because it was one of 3 episodes on a cartridge I had for my Game Boy, so I watched over and over again when I was bored. Yeah, I know how that is. Also, what they did to Hopper's character in that season didn't help either. I lost trust in the writer's ability. I get why other people don't like season 3. I do like season 3, but I get why others don't. Speaking of which, finally watched the rest of Stranger Things 5. Tried to give the Will coming out scene a chance, but the way it was executed just came across as cringe to me. See, I seem to be slightly out of step with folks. I actually like the coming out scene, but like I don't... It's one of those cases where I don't disagree with any of the criticisms that I've seen. They just didn't hit me in the same way, if that makes sense. You know, it's a case of, I don't think you're wrong that, like, Jesse and I run into this on the podcast all the time. It's not that I think you're wrong that this doesn't work for you. It's that, and I'm not even going to say that that aspect necessarily works for me, but that aspect doesn't bother me the way it bothers you. Is kind of where I am on that. Oh, God. Oh, boy. They are trying to put me in a position marrying a bunch of people and just causing fights. Oh, dear. Oh, dear. Why are you doing that? Just collect. Oh, I have one to spend. That's why it's bugging me. Oh, okay. What do we got? Healing to leader tent. House 2, higher capacity. There we go. Alright, where's the fight happening? Stop it. It is weird to me that breaking up a fight lowers faith. All right. I loved Will's coming out, seeing the outcome as what every LGBTQ plus person wishes it could be. I think it could have breathed a lot better at a different time in the timeline. I mean, that's possible. Again, I do not argue or disagree with any of the criticisms I've seen. I just either don't share them or they weren't make or break points for me. Yeah, Goji. Like, I came back for season 5, partly out of morbid curiosity and partly out of people wanting to see what I had to think. But yeah, Vecna ruined the show. And again, I know for some people season 3 was the breaking point. I like season 3. I hate Vecna so much. Unlocks the natural burial building. The corpses of dead followers may return to the earth. Fertilizer. Unlocks the grave building. Gain 2 faith when followers grieve at the grave. I guess we'll go with that one. The ending of the series itself was fine, though. Now I can go back and watch the first and best season when I'm ready. I mean, yes, first season is still the best season. And yeah, I actually like the final episode as well. Which I was mildly surprised by. But I did like the final episode. I guess it would depend on how many people actually knew what she was doing. Minimal number of people, 255. That's what a chain of command is. That's what need-to-know basis is. Also, I genuinely can't think anything quite like what she was doing for the past 100 years of U.S. history. Like, she would have had to abduct those women forcibly. We actually don't know that. We don't know where those women came from. They could have been service members for all we know, which actually does have precedent. Not forcibly impregnating service members, but medical experimentation on service members. That absolutely has precedent in the U.S. I agree with that too, Nit. I was very happy with... Again, there's a lot I like about the final episode. Not everything, but a lot. A lot more than I disliked, for sure. All right. There's something somewhere that is causing a health issue. What is it? Where is it? Ah! There we go. There was golden poop I needed to collect. You know, just normal cult stuff.
Shalom, Papa.
Let's see. Nice. There we go. Let's see. What do we want to do? What do we want? Why do people think the ending is ambiguous? They showed us 11. Because those were visuals accompanying what was in-universe explicitly a story. That's why 255. Because in-universe, do we see it? Yes. Can you argue that that strengthens the story? Yes. But they are shown as visuals accompanying a story. Now, if you want to make an argument for why that should be taken as true, that was also true of Max giving her background on, you know, what happened to her. That was mostly her just telling Holly and the audience what happened, and we got some visuals to accompany that. But the thing is, Mike is talking about stuff that there is no way for him to know for certain happened. At least logistic. If you are a logistics-minded person, there is no way for Mike to know what he claims happened. And it is explicitly outlined as a thing he believes. That's why. From what I can gather, people are saying it's what Mike imagines she's doing, not what she's actually doing. I mean, like, that... I mean, the framing of it, Nicholas, is that Mike is telling a story of what he believes happened. That doesn't mean it's not true, but it does mean it's not definitively true. Which, again, I have zero problem with. But some people do. Again, it's kind of what I talked about in the themes versus plot video a little bit. If you are logistically minded, that's an infuriating ending. Vecna Zen made me think of that scene from Doctor Who episode, the Doctor, the Widow, and the Wardrobe. And who are you, ma'am? Clicks gun. Their mother, and dude's eyes goes wide. Yep. that is an underrated episode. People tend to really crap on that episode, and I actually like that one.
Come on, D.
Bishop Dumbondi. The bishops are nasty pieces of work, but they do a good enough job of keeping the waterways open and trade float around here, but you're going around killing them. It opens the gates to all sorts of monstrous beasts to start to sink my stock. Scary things they be, with gnashing teeth and odoriferous stings and a face that could curdle milk. Just like me mother-in-law. It's funny, his vocalizations have a southern kind of thing going on, but his written dialogue is pirate accent. It's odd. It's funny, but it's odd.
Babu, babu.
So you best be making this right. Each time a bishop dies, a nasty beast called a witness takes its place. Lucky for ye, Plimbo's nose folks will pay a pretty penny for the eye of a witness. You get me their eyes, I'll buy a new boat and we'll call it square. All you need to do is return to places you killed a bishop, defeat the ferocious beast that is emerged, and bring me their eyes. Simple enough. Interesting.
Biddly-boo.
Biddly-boo. Peer into the darkness. Hi. Little lamb all alone. Careful, you never know what lurks in the night. And yet I smell no fear on you. How curious. I see you wear the red crown. I knew excuse me. I knew your predecessor. He was a weak and cowering thing. Not like you, I should think. Little lamb, you've made a deal before. How about another? Fear not, I won't ask for anything as valuable as your eternal servitude. I'm hungry, starving, ravenous. I want a fish. A big fish. Will you accept? And I will give you something in return. Do you accept? Sure. Clever creature, take this and look away, won't you? I'm afraid I'm a bit of a messy eater. You will not see me here again, but our paths will cross elsewhere. In moments of chance in the cover of night. Oh, interesting. Ooh! Frickin' finally! Jeez, that has taken forever. Found all 4 pieces of a holy talisman. Talismans are mystical relics the red crown can use to unlock new fleeces. Lock and equip fleeces at the altar of your temple. Okay. Okay. Buy follower. I have one eye of a witness. Bird. About time. Look at this squishy thing. Ahoy, partner. Howdy, mateys. Yes, kind of got that going, Starbush, a little bit. I also think the fact the speaker had no effect on 11 is also meant to imply Mike was correct. There's no other explanation for it. Like, again, you are asking a bunch of logistic-minded questions that I am not prepared to dive into because I don't care.
Bee-haw.
Bee-haw! I love you, Plimbo. Never change.
Bow-da-boo-da, daughter.
Bow-doo-doo-doo.
Boo-boo.
Boo, boo.
Bow-da-boo-da.
Okay. This morning I watched the first 3 episodes of Wednesday for the first time. It's pretty good. We always knew Wednesday Addams is morbid, but this girl has a mean streak. Delicious. I have not gotten to the 2nd season of Wednesday. It's actually not high on my priority list. First season, it was pleasant enough. I liked her a lot. I liked Enid. Other parts of it, not so much. Like, it was fine. It was fine. The parts that are strong are really strong, and I get why, that some people got really into it. I heard so little about the 2nd season, like good or bad. I remember it came out,
저요?
and then... Oh. Add Plimbo to the best NPCs of all time. He's up there, for sure. 2nd season's better, not just Addams Family. The Addams Family isn't in Wednesday, just weird Adam-shaped OCs. I'm not sure I agree with that. Like, the only Addams Family... Like, Pugsley's barely there, but, like, let's be honest. If you go by most movies, Pugsley is barely there. While I will always miss Raul Julia, obviously, if you want someone who can physically look like the original hand-drawn cartoon version of Gomez Addams, Luis Guzman's a really good pull. Like, Lurch was fine. Fester was fine. And I don't actually particularly like Fred Armisen. Not for any specific reason. It doesn't gel with me. The only one I didn't really like was Morticia. And it's not because of the casting. I didn't like the characterization. My hope is that the Siren softens, becomes friendlier to Wednesday. I honestly can't remember. There's a lot I don't remember about that first season of that show. Do you have any thoughts on why pornography is often so right-wing and propagandistic? Like, it's always like it's trying to get you to believe something. I'm not sure that I agree with your premise, Nicholas. Here's what I will say. When porn was more of a studio industry business, so like in the 70s, 80s, 90s, early 2000s, before it became far more viable for people to operate independently, there was a let's go with misogynistic streak based off both who was in control of it and also the presumed audience that it was for. And I'm not sure I call it propagandistic, but it was often misogynistic in its depictions. I think that is increasingly less the case, nor do I think it is innate to the art form. Because I do actually, legitimately, not kidding, I consider it to be art. So I think what it sounds like you're talking about is the extremity of the male gaze because of both who was making it and who it was believed they were catering to. And how that has lingered to some degree. Like, it's not gone, but it lingers to the extent that that was kind of the formative era of the business. So I'm not going to say it's gone, but like, let me put it this way. The kind of stuff that I take in doesn't fall under what you're talking about at all. So we're just at a point where, like, are there vestiges of that? Yeah, unfortunately. But I feel like your initial question was a little broad and sweeping. Do I want to distribute cash or collect it? I don't think it's innate either. I have been checking out a lot more mainstream straight porn. It's much more different than the niche things like that. Yeah, like if you're looking at male-female coupling, studio-produced porn, then yeah, you're probably gonna see a lot of what has been in the industry since it became an industry, in the modern sense. So I think it has to do with the, you don't have to apologize. The kinds of stuff you were taking in, I think it's just more prevalent. That one lowers faith. So if I'm gonna do that ritual, I should back to back it with something that'll raise the faith back up. Let's see. Deal damage increases after each kill, but resets when hit. Take double damage. Curses deal double damage, cost half the fervor, but melee weapon damage and health is halved. Ooh. Gain a diseased heart every time a tarot is drawn, but become poisoned after taking damage. Maximum of one diseased heart at a time. All hearts will be replaced with 1.5 the amount of blue hearts. Interesting. Draw 4 tarot cards at the start of the run, but none can be drawn after. Well, it's not like I have to wear it right off the bat. Let's go with that. See, the thing is, Nit, I've mentioned on the Bureau Wild channel, like, yes, they were cheesy, but, like, honestly, at times, cheesy in a way that I like and kind of miss. If I'm being completely honest. Because, like, not talking about the production, talking about the finished thing. A lot of that stuff had a weird sort of innocence to it. Whereas I really found that the initial boom of adult material online in the early 2000s often had a bit of a cruel streak, which I didn't super care for. And still don't, personally. Like, if that's your jam, that's fine, I'm not judging you, but, you know. Oop, we have a dead of old age. Where'd he go? There he is. The playback on this is going to get demonetized now. Nobody's fault, because, like, the thing is, I actually enjoy talking about this stuff. I find the topic fascinating. But yeah, it's just difficult to discuss on a platform like this. Pizza's here, extra sauces, right? Like, that's kind of what I mean. Like, is that absurd? Yes, but like, there's this playfulness to that I think is harder to find now. The other day I watched a video about Modern Trek that was trying to complain about its wokeness from a left-wing position. It said shows like Deep Space had genuinely transgressive politics, but Kirkman era Trek, just corporate wokeness was all about being personally tolerant, emotionally intelligent, but says nothing about larger society. This is someone who hasn't been paying very close attention. Like, look, I have not even watched that much of Modern Trek, but I've seen enough to disagree with that take. There's something great to be said when two people share the delivery man. I guess some people like the rough stuff, but I could not take cruelty in it. Yeah, like, I remember, again, early 2000s when a lot of the online stuff went, basically when video streaming became more viable. And stuff like Brazzers was kind of the face of that. Like, a lot of that had aspects of coercion or trickery in it. Like, it was part of the conceit that, like, they tricked a woman into doing this. Like, in reality, of course, they didn't. It's all staged. But at the same time, it's like, okay, why though? And again, like, that's some people's jam. And I'm not necessarily here to shame people for that. I don't think that's innately harmful. But it did kind of become way too prominent for a while, at least for my tastes. All right. All right, let's see if we can maybe get to the end boss in Anchor. Oh, some remonetization. Thank you, Trista. I appreciate that. That's very generous of you. How about when two people share the pizza? Oh, see, that's usually where it's going to get extra rough because they're going to be fighting over it. Rough doesn't have to be cruel. In fact, the best rough is often heavily focused on workup and aftercare and consent. Like, I think part of the problem is the nature of the frame. So, like, this came up when I had that conversation with R2, who works on Has Been a Hotel and Hell of a Boss, that when you engage in an actual scene in real life with a partner around scenes like that, there is going to be, yes, negotiation, build-up, aftercare. But when you get a piece of media, when you get a piece of porn, it's generally only showing you the scene. Now, could they show that other stuff? They could, but they largely choose not to because they're just here to give you the scene itself. And so it loses the context of negotiation and prep and aftercare that exists in a healthy real life scene. And that is, in a lot of ways, kind of the nature of taking in scenes that way, because let's be honest, if in the vast majority of cases, if a piece of porn had lengthy buildup and then lengthy aftercare, people would skip it. Like, the closest you can get is sometimes some people or studios will put out behind the scenes stuff where you see the performers like chatting up and just shooting the shit or cuddling afterwards, and like, that's nice, but there's a reason they don't include it in the main product, because most people would skip it. That's not me saying that they shouldn't try now and then to include it. You certainly can. You can certainly market something as a more complete scene, like from a voyeurism aspect. Like, you're not just going to see the scene, you're going to see like all the build up and what's after, but like, that is a niche market. I love it when I can tell that the people involved actually care about each other. HBO should have a show that shows all of that. It'd be a better use of their money than a lot of what they are doing. And yeah, that is one of the things that I enjoy as well, Nicholas. Like, a lot of the folks who I know, you know, I'm mutuals with or otherwise follow, like, you see how much they enjoy being with the people that they are in scenes with. And that honestly makes them better. All right, let's see if we can take this guy. All right, what do we got? 3.5. All right, let's go. They also said modern Trek has been recuperation by capital, like in a Marxist analysis sense, which is fine. But 90s Trek was also that. Trek has always been a product. Yeah, like, again, I'm disagreeing with a lot of this person's core premises. What it sounds like is, it sounds like somebody working backwards. It sounds like somebody who doesn't like a lot of current Trek and is trying to find a reason why. And like that, I don't want to say that there's no good analysis that can come out of that. Heck, a lot of my analysis can come from that kind of place where it's like, okay, I need to figure out exactly why I don't like this, because all I know right now is that I don't. Like, that's not invalid. But when you do that, it really helps to have a high degree of awareness of your own charge speed slow. It really helps to have a good awareness of your own biases. Because otherwise you can end up mistaking, you know, reasons for why you didn't like it as for excuses. Like, or the other way around. You can end up just having largely excuses for why you don't like it, but using them as reasons. And again, the best thing that helps is having is a bit of self-reflection and knowing yourself well enough to understand what your own biases are. Because most people, this isn't even me trying to be accusatory, by and large, most people do not truly know why they like the things they like, and so they assume that their stated values actually align with their tastes. So, like, in a case like this, if you're telling me this is a person who was trying to come up with a leftist justification for why it's now woke or bad, this to me says somebody didn't like it, specifically didn't like some of the inclusion aspects. But because their stated value is that they are not an anti-woke person, they have to find a reason why. And if they don't have... Sorry, bud. I mean, I'm seeking peace by means of killing everything in my way. Would that have been better? But yeah, and like, people are often especially bad at examining why they liked things when they were younger. So like you said, Star Trek has always been a product. It has always been a capitalistic product, regardless of its aspirations and ambitions to show the way to a better future. It didn't exist as a piece of altruism. It existed as a product from day one. In fact, Gene Roddenberry was kind of a dick about that, if you know some of the specifics of how he ran that show. So, yeah, somebody is... What it sounds like, because again, I'm not trying to start beef with anybody else. I don't know who this is you're talking about, but based off the descriptions you're giving me, my presumption on that would be that they are... hang on, sorry. What are you doing here, dude? This isn't even your domain. That they are failing to analyze how their memories of how things were before is tainted by nostalgia, and to properly examine exactly why they don't like a thing. I actually think you could add more care during the scenes, but I also understand where you're coming from. I know adult content isn't usually careful about it, but best ones have it in my opinion. The lesbian, as I was just talking about, the lack of non-male-centric adult content, and I really think that's part of it. It lacks care most of the time. Some people don't care, I do. And that's fine, Trista. And like, again, sort of what I said, part of what spawned this entire conversation, you know, is the fact that the early days of the industry as it currently exists were heavily male-focused, both in terms of who was making it, who was making the real money from it, and who the audience was. So, and a lot of those things still hang around and influence what is made today. Even Star Wars, Starbush, you say that as if anyone would think Star Wars started out as anything other than a product. Omar was always frightened of the Red Crown. Yes, fear made a coward of him. I noticed that. Yeah, I've already opened your door, dude. I am curious, because technically, as I said, I did already open his door. What would have happened if I had actually killed him first? Would he have just not shown up here? Or would the game just get confused? No. I mean, which major franchise didn't start as a product? I mean, arguably, I would say the closest you could come to a franchise, a major franchise that didn't start as a product is Lord of the Rings. Like, was it sold as a product? Yeah. But I have the distinct feeling that Tolkien would have made it exactly the way he made it, regardless of whether it ever got published. You know what I mean? I get the sense that, and I'm sure Tolkien was happy with the success, but I kind of get the general impression they didn't care all that much. I hate when the younger generation scream that modern Trek is woke. They don't know the story or the creation. Like, claiming that current Trek is woke is right up there with claiming that Doctor Who is woke. Like, first of all, where have you been? It always was. But like, the thing is, it sounds like the person that has been referred to is doing, or at least trying to do, the thing that I would say more creators should do, which is like, look, if you currently think that the representation in modern day Trek and or Doctor Who is not good representation, talk about why. Don't talk about, oh, it's bad because it's Tolkien. It's bad because it's woke. Like, no. If you want to make a case that these specific instances of additional inclusions are subpar, make that case, but almost nobody does, is the thing. I do think you can make that recuperation argument somewhat with novels where it's one person's vision, even if it is also a product. I mean, more so with novels than other mediums, for sure. Like, I'm worrying about Amazon stripping some of the culture's radical leftism if they ever get around to making a show. Oh, they're going to strip the hell out of it. You kidding me? Of course they are. Amazon, have you been paying attention to what Amazon's funding right now? The Melania documentary, Mercy, the pro surveillance state, pro AI propaganda movie, War of the Worlds, where literally ordering something off Amazon saves the world. Yeah, no, don't trust anything that is coming out of Amazon Productions right now that they have control of. Like, before anyone panics about Has Been Hotel, they're just the distributors. They aren't making it. Spindlehorse is still independent. They, like, Amazon bought MGM. They didn't buy Spindlehorse. So, anyways. All right, let's see if we can take this guy out and we'll wrap up the stream. No, we're gonna leave it. No, we're gonna leave it. We're gonna leave it. the hell is that? Hey, Context, good to see ya. All right, here we go. Oh, that's what I figured, 255. All right. Come on, you wuss. Oh, he even sounds scared. Ooh, okay. All right. Yikes. Okay, that hurt. Damn it. Okay, we're doing bullet hell stuff. Got it. There we go. Bye. Yeah, you caught that, huh, Trista? Oh, that's funny, 255. And frequently true. Not 100%, but probably like 85, 90.
Come on, yaka.
All right. Let's take care of the cult. Hey, everybody. Okay. That. And so I'm going to wrap it up as soon as I stop, sort of fiddling about with stuff. Oh, there should be somebody in the morgue. Somebody dead. Oh, 2 dead. Okay. I should have put the crypt a lot closer to that. Okay, hold on. Let's... Okay. All right, good. Okay, and no, we got... Let's see. I haven't seen the Ritual of Resurrection before, so let's take a look at it. Oh yeah, youth is restored. Excellent. All right. Let's do a harvest. Everybody in your hoods. Nice. Okay. Else? Now we'll leave it at that. Okay. Whoa, what the hell? Whoa! That's new. What the hell is that? Hi? Okay. Oh. You now know how sinful a follower has been. Once they have sinned enough, they will become consumed by it. Absolve these followers and harvest their sin, which can be used to improve your temple and more. Generate sin through rituals, opening the drink house, and dancing at the drum circle. Oh. All right, whole new mechanic. Okay. All right. Rite of Lust. Followers compete in a naughty naked dance. Select your favorite dancer to receive sin. Rite of Wrath. Let your followers indulge in havoc and violence. Select the Wrath leader to receive. I'm more of a lustful person, so like that's just naturally more my jam. Select Mayflower leader. Oh, I'm here for this. Oh, and the little fig leaves. Sin grew within me, I yearn for more to be consumed. But you have granted me redemption, and now I am at peace again. Okay. Yeah, I know, Kate. Isn't it such a shock? Nice. Okay. Cool. Temple. Oh, okay. Oh, all right. All right. Okay, I think I get it. Okay. Cool. I'm glad you noticed, Ned. All right. We're going to wrap it up there. Thank you very much for joining me. I will not be streaming on Friday, nor will I be streaming at all next week. I have other stuff going on. So, this will be it for a bit. I'll be streaming again. I'll be doing the gaming streaming again on, say, the 11th of February. And I'm enjoying this too much to wait until then, so I'll probably finish this on my own time. Saturday's video is up in the air. So, like, there is a video that's currently in early access on both the Patreon and for YouTube members, which is my ranking of every episode of Game Changer, the show on Dropout. That's currently scheduled. I'm trying to edit something else that's slightly more timely, that I'm trying to have ready for Saturday instead. But if that's not ready, then the Game Changer ranking will go public. And the Game Changer ranking will go public eventually regardless, but that was the one in early access right now. So thank you all very much. Take care of yourselves. Be safe out there. Be well, be safe, and be kind. I'll see you.